G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble and disassemble the Skewb. This is real simple, let's get started. This is my main. This tutorial should work on any Skewb though, because they're all pretty much built the same. So what we'll need, Skewb, screwdriver, that's pretty much it. We're going to get started by pulling one of the corners off, and it should have a screw under here just like this, as you can see there. Now we're just going to unscrew that completely and try and remember which side this is on. So this is the orange, white and green side. You can also just have a look at the corner. Once we've unscrewed that, make sure hold onto this with the screw underneath, just like that. Don't take these apart, you don't need to. Next, what we're going to do is we're just going to take it apart. So as you can see, it falls apart just like that. So as you can see, now we have the 6 centers, the 4 corners that have a stalk, and then the 3 here plus this one which are connected to the center. Then we have up here. You might be at this stage already and you want to know how to put it back together. It's real simple. All we need to do is find the piece opposite of this. Now how we find that is we look at this one and we have a look and see which two are together. We have the blue and the yellow. We can start with any of these because it's going to be kind of like this. So let's just start with yellow. Every piece on the bottom has a higher side, just like this, where there's a gap, and there's a lower side where there's not a gap. So this one, there's a gap here, so that's where we want to put the pieces together, just like this. See how we have the gap here? So that's where it slides through. So we just put the gap. You can also see this has a magnet on here which is connected to this, but just like that. So we want to have it with the yellow side, spin this, and then you should just be able to put it in like that, where the two yellows are together. So we should have this kind of shape. And as you can see now, we have the red, blue. This will be in this sort of orientation. So we can do red or blue next. I'm just going to do blue. So again, we're going to put the lower side underneath this orange bit here. Yours might be a different color, but that's okay. So then we'll put it under here and under the blue one as well, just like that. There we go. So now we have the blue and the yellow. Now before we do the red, we're going to get the corner piece. So just this one, we can slide it from here all the way in, like that. And now we can put the red one in. So we'll just do it the same way, but they're both orientated now, so it's a bit easier. So we can have the bit with the 2 holes, we'll put them on top in there, just like that. And there we go. Now we have 1/2 of the Skewb all done. Now comes a bit of a tricky part. So we're going to find, let's do the orange piece, and we're going to put this with the bit with the gap on top, just like that. And then we're going to, while we're holding this, because this will just fall off, we're going to get the orange and blue, which is this one here, orange, blue and white, and we can just slide that in there like this. Now we have to hold all these together because none of this is connected yet. You can just put this on the table, which makes it a bit easier, but I'm just going to show you because it's better for the camera. Next we're going to get this one, yellow, orange and green, and we'll just put this in like that. And as you can see, that's kind of made a lot of the orange. Now if we're holding it like this, we can kind of see that there's this rectangle sort of shape. The last piece we want to put in is this. We'll start with the green center. So remember, the smaller bit on connected to the corner, the larger bit connected to this. And next we're going to put this corner here. So this bit here, that will just clip in there. And then finally, we're going to want to put this one, which we unscrewed at the start, in like that. And so now, before we put the last center on, we're going to want to screw this in just a little bit, not the whole way, because we want this to be loose. We just want it to be connected. So a few screws, it's very loose, but it's going to stay easily. So now, what we're going to do is just put the piece with the groove there on the here, and then these ones need to go on top of here. So we put it like this, push against this one, because this is the really loose one, and you should be able to clip it underneath, as you can see there. There we go, and it's underneath the whole thing. There we go. See how that's underneath there? And then you just let go and that's on. And now the whole thing's done. Now before we do anything, we gotta screw this back in nice and tight, and we can put this back on. Now a good way to check if the tensions are all good is you can take another center cap off just like this and hold it like this, so you can see this one's a bit further out than this one, so we just want to screw that in a bit more, and yeah, they look pretty good. And now we can just put the corners back on, and yep, all good for movement. That's how we assemble a Skewb. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.